Howdy ho, peeps. I need to make a disclaimer. If you see me doing this, it's because there's a meat bee, a yellow jacket that's been flying around me. I don't know why. First thing I want to do today, this is just kind of a random chitty chat, talkity talk for you guys. I got some stuff in the mail I want to share with you. The first thing is some postcards from the craft show that I'm doing in October. It's the Intermountain Nursery Harvest Arts and Peace Festival. And it's been going on, let's see, oh, it's the 24th annual. So that's a long running show. There is, I'll just show you the back side of it. They've got pictures of some of the stuff that people are selling. And it's a I guess you would call it a juried show. I mean, you have to show them your stuff and they decide if they want you in the show or not. I've done it a couple of times before my dad got sick, which was back in 2013, I guess. And, you know, then Mom got sick and I just haven't been able to do it, as I've told you before. So this year I'm doing it again and I'm real excited. So yeah, they sent me those things. Now, that you're supposed to hand out, obviously. So I'm going to go put them up on bulletin boards and give them to people. But I want to share something with you. I got a little coyote mail from my friend Kaelyn Cooper. If you don't know Kaelyn and her channel, please stop by and check her out. I'll link it down below. It's Kaelyn Cooper. Talk about farting sunshine. I mean, this woman is so positive, uplifting, fun to watch. She is literally a postmodern Mary Poppins. I'm not kidding. That's what she does for a living. She's a nanny. And her job, really, when you get right down to it, is helping people. That's what she does for a living, is she helps people. She helps young people, old people, parents, disabled people, teenagers, kids who need their homework, you know, made sure that their homework is done. I mean, she's got the greatest job, and she is so perfectly suited for it. And I adore her. Anyhow, I had told her about the Daiso store that one was opening or had opened. It's in her area where she lives. And she finally went to see it, and she sent me a couple of gifts from the Daiso store and a card, which I'm going to read to you now. It's a darling card. It's got these little owls on it. Cute as it can be. And she writes, I'm old, need my glasses. Hi, lovely lady. Thank you so much for introducing me to the store Daiso. I loved looking around and I can't wait to go back. I knew I had to get you a little something. I know you love to send out cards, so I thought you'd enjoy these things. Hope all is well with you, Kaelyn. So sweet. It was completely unexpected, such a treat. So let me show you what she sent me. Two darling things. One, these cute little note. It's a cute little note card set. It's got the little envelopes and the little lined paper. And what that is, that's a squash. Oh, you can't see it. Now you can see it a little bit better. That's a squash, and the squashes have little ribbons and stuff tied around them. That's so cute. Now, incidentally, squash is a common motif that you see in Asian decor, so that's kind of interesting. She also got me this cute little, it's a punch to make little stars out of paper. How cool. I've always got, or actually what they show it as being something that you make stars out of, like nori, that seaweed paper that you wrap sushi wraps in. Actually you see them doing it more with food on their thing here. But of course I'm going to make little stars out of all my little bits and pieces of paper that I've saved. Go away, yellow jacket. And you know, irritate people by putting them in cards so they'll fall all over. They'll have to go get the vacuum, and then they'll think, oh, note to self, don't open anything from Cheryl Coyote unless you do it over the trash can. Anyway, so, ooh, people are coming by. Dogs barking. Oh, excitement. So, Kaelyn, I know you're watching this. Thank you. I love it, and I cannot wait to send out some wonderful little notes on my note card. So, next thing. So, I succumbed. Bought this about a week ago. I probably ate 3/4 of it. Grant ate 1/4. And he comes up to me and he says, wow, he says, we need to talk to the M&M people about their funky M&M thing that they're doing. They need to get on the ball with their quality control. And then he comes back and he says, whoops, he says, I found another one. No, that one's not bad. And, okay, that's funny, haha. I'm sitting there, I don't know, answering YouTube comments or something. And then I hear him say, oh, honey, he says, I just found something on the M&M bag that nobody who loves M&Ms wants to read. I said, really, what is it? He said, I'm bringing it to you. And what it says is, let's see here if you can see that. That reads, partially engineered with, no, partially produced with genetic engineering. That's what it says. Partially produced with genetic engineering. Boy, that begs all kinds of questions, doesn't it? What part? What did they genetically engineer and why? How come the genetically unengineered thing that we've been eating in M&Ms for, those many decades, how come that wasn't good enough? Why did they have to like genetically engineer part of my M&Ms? I don't know. So maybe my mutant M&Ms are a result of the genetic engineering. So anyhow, and you know, just the way they said it, it's not like they put a little tiny stamp somewhere that said, contains GMO ingredients. No, it says partially produced with genetic engineering. I mean, that's a scary phrase, genetic engineering. And there it is, not exactly big as day, but big enough to read, right on the package. I don't know. So I gotta check that out. And what's really interesting is, I think that bill passed where you don't have to label if something's got GMO in it. You can certainly label that it's non-GMO, but you don't have to say it's GMO. So I don't know why that happened. All right, so moving on. I made some more jewelry, and I'm going to show you it. I showed you that other bracelet, the first one I made. Okay, so this is going to be a pendant. I haven't put it on its chain yet, but this is what it looks like. I call this thing Mermaid's Treasure. So here's my little mermaid hanging down there, looking so cute. I think she's a doll. Such a pretty little mermaid. And then her treasure is all those little things that are hanging above her that she's found on the ocean floor. So this will be, well, let's see. This will be a pendant. So that's kind of what it'll look like. And I made another one that I just love. I'm not going to put it on, but I'm going to show it to you. It's another bracelet, and it's got a little mermaid hanging from it, and this big pearl is kind of the statement, the focus bead, and then the clasp is a little mermaid. It's a toggle clasp with a mermaid. Just too freaking adorable. I mean, this is adorable. I just love this thing. And so that's what it looks like hanging. Sorry I don't have my hand behind it to make it focus, but it's cute. And then I made one that is chunkier and it's got stuff hanging off of it. and it's got, it doesn't have the mermaid clasp, but it has a little mermaid charm, and then stuff hanging off of the thing. I really like this one too. I'm liking this, all these really weirdly textured beads and stuff I've been making. Normally I work with lots of pearls and crystals and stuff like that. I don't use these handmade beads much. Well, it's the first time I've ever made this particular bead, but I've tended to work with stuff that's more blingy, a little more manufactured looking. I also really like this one. All that's on this is just the little mermaid clasp, but I really like the beads themselves. They're kind of delicate and petite. So, isn't that neat? And these are the soda bottle beads, this particular one. So it's extremely lightweight. So I am putting together some stuff, getting ready for that show. I want to show you something else. Let me put you back here a second. I don't think I've showed you guys this yet. Hold on. Okay, I'm coming. Rule number 1 is never fall out of frame, and I just did it. Okay, these things are mug mats. I've showed you my mug mats before, but these are particularly cool because they have amethysts sewn around the outside. Okay, this one is made with hemp, and this one is made with just an ombre crochet cotton. I thought that was kind of neat. It's got amethyst, and I did a couple more. Now, here's how I'm going to spin this. Those of you who are into crystals know about amethyst, and you know what its crystal properties are in terms of healing and peacefulness and all of that. So what I was thinking about doing was packaging these, first of all, impregnating them with lavender oil, and then packaging them in clear cellophane bags tied with a ribbon with a little card that talks about how these mug mats they're an aromatherapy mug mat. So you put your coffee mug on this, and it helps to, the heat from the mug causes the aromas to be dispersed into the air, but the healing circle of amethyst will help set up your day and help calm your mind and all of those wonderful things that amethyst does. So I thought that was kind of a neat idea. So I'm going to be selling these at the show, as well as, regular baskets and different things like that. So that is my the sum total of what I wanted to talk about this morning. I actually would love to sit down and talk about things that are more important, but my mind's just not there right now. My mind is still on cleaning. And so today is all about continuing to file my paperwork, because I have 3 big stacks this high that need to be gone through and filed, and continuing to put stuff away, do a little floor scrubbing, that sort of thing. I did put some decor items in my craft room that I want to show you when I'm all done. One thing is a big, huge white porcelain Toledo scale. My across the street neighbor gave this to me a few years ago, and I've been wanting to do something with it. Well, since I kind of have that sort of white theme going in that room, it looks so cool. So when that is done in that the floor is clean, the table's cleaned off, I've got a tablecloth on it, some flowers, I can say done, I'm done, I can go work on other things now. I will do a tour of that part of the room. You've already seen the pantry, that's done, and now the rest of the room is getting finished, with the exception of the trim around the ceiling. And the only reason we're not going there yet is because Grant has access to very long lengths of rough cut lumber, and what he's going to do is actually make me the trim that goes around the outside. So we'll have as few join butt seams as possible. I really like it when a segment of trim goes all the way across, like, you know, from wall to wall. It's just one section of trim. I just think that looks so nice. So because he has the ability to do that, I'm going to hold off on the trim until that gets done. So on that happy note, I'm going to say bye-bye. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I will talk to you later.